Hello everyone, today I'm going to be telling you a very scary story. So basically, once there was this woman, she had a child named Jeffrey Jarrison. Jeffrey Jarrison was a troubled child. He had cancer and he was an embarrassment to the whole family. And it sounds mean saying it. And they had a husband, and he wasn't a very nice man. He was an alcohol addict and would mainly only drink beer, cider, and Strongbow cider, and more Monster. And he needed more caffeine in himself, so he drank a lot of Red Bull, and his eyes were always red. One day, little Jeffrey Jarrison annoyed his dad so much his dad couldn't handle it anymore, and his dad had to do what any drunk person would do if they were mad. He would have to end his son's life right there on the spot. Then Jeffrey Jarrison's mum heard a loud gunshot and a loud scream coming from what sounded like Jeffrey Jarrison. She ran upstairs and found him bleeding out, dead, nearly half dead on the floor, and he was gonna die any second if they didn't hurry up and get him to the hospital. Then the dad jumped out the window and made a run for it, smashing open the mum's car window, and it was a Lamborghini, so obviously he escaped. The police arrested him and he got executed. He got beheaded, and he was actually a cannibal as well. He was very well known for cannibalism, monkey cannibalism, crocodile cannibalism, all that. Although that's just eating normal meat. But the worst thing was when he ate Jeffrey Jarrison's little brother, his own literal blood and flesh son, his 3-year-old child. Yes, baby cannibalism. Yeah, graphic. But then, the mum wanted to get a divorce from him. They did. And sadly, Jeffrey Jarrison died in the hospital. Then that night, and the next few nights, and the next few weeks, the next few months, and the next few years, Mrs. Jeffrey would cry herself to sleep, which is Jeffrey Jarrison's mother. Poor Jeffrey Jarrison. But that's not it. The story is not over yet. One night, Jeffrey Jarrison's mum, Mrs. Jeffrey, heard a strange creaking sound come from her closet. It was her husband, the one that was a cannibal and stuff. Yeah, he wanted to kill her and assassinate her. He didn't actually die, but because they only cut his skull open a little bit, and you could just see all the blood in the skull, but he was still talking somehow. Looked a bit like Two-Face, but only half of his face was his skull. So, no, a quarter of his face. And basically, he went to shoot the mother, Mrs. Jeffrey. Then Jeffrey Jarrison came out of nowhere, his ghost did. And then he started to savage his old dad, but could not call him dad anymore because the monster he had became. And he ripped his eyes out, ate them like meatballs, and he stood on his throat until he couldn't breathe. I'm not trying to employ the death of Mr. Floyd right there, but R.I.P. to him. But Yeah. Then he looked at his mother and sighed. And he said, "When can I be a human like you again, Mother?" And then she started to cry. Before she knew it, she was dead. Jeffrey Jarrison killed her and used her body, or his father's, to get around the real world again. And do you want to know what? Do you want to know how I'm here to tell the story and how I know it's true? Because it's me, Jeffrey Jarrison.